key questions you should be asking your prenup attorney are first, how often do you handle prenuptial agreements? This will tell you whether your attorney that you're looking at really delves deep into prenup or it's just a side gig. What you want is someone that really dedicates their time to the prenup process, to really put thought and time into not only the document itself, but your life. What are you and your partner doing in your businesses or in your employment? How is income earned? What are your plans for the future? How can we incorporate what your relationship looks like on a piece of paper? Otherwise, what you're going to get is somebody that is just going to put names into a template and just spit something out. And it's going to be very generic. What's yours is yours, what's mine is mine, and we'll have a joint account and we're done. And a lot of people want something a little bit more practical and and with thought and consciousness and intentional. And if you hire someone that handles prenups on a regular basis, they'll be able to give the time and effort it needs to accomplish that. The next thing I would say is, what is your view on my ability to talk to my partner about this prenup? Believe it or not, I've seen a lot of attorneys tell their clients, don't talk to your partner about the agreement. That really undermines the what I believe the entire intention of this process is to talk to each other, is to plan together. This is your agreement. It's not mine. It's not a business deal either. This is a plan for your marriage. And it's really up to the two of you to decide what you want that to look like. The attorney's job is to provide options that fit your relationship and to give advice as to how certain circumstances may affect you or your partner in the future, and then put those things in writing. But really having those conversations are really important, and you will want someone that wants to support that back and forth in the dialogue between you and your partner. And the last thing is you can ask your attorney, have you ever refused to sign a prenup? This is important because it'll tell you how your attorney may approach prenuptial agreements. There are some attorneys that they believe there is a certain level of liability as an attorney to sign off an agreement, and that if they think their client is just getting a terrible deal, they just won't sign the agreement. And everyone has their personal preferences and they practice the way they want. But if it's also important to you to have some ownership of this agreement and that you want it to reflect what it is that you want and your partner wants in this relationship, no matter what it may mean and what your attorney's personal or professional opinion might be, that will give you some insight as to how this process will go. Because if somebody tells you that they may have refused to sign an agreement at some point, it means that they're telling their client, you better listen to me or I won't represent you. And this isn't, and that may work in a divorce when you're representing someone in court and that you're doing your best to present their best case to win. But a prenup is not about winning. A prenup is about the practical marital planning and really focusing and listening to your client as to what their goals and intentions are and doing your best to achieve those.